Hello, guys. Quick conversation about NFTs this morning. I don't really know why I decided I wanted to do it this morning, but I did do some research last night, and what I'm talking specifically about is the Veve app on your phone. So it appears that Veve, which I think might be owned by a company called Medium, so there's a lot of unknowns here, has formed a partnership with Marvel. They are selling digital comics in limited quantities. I know a lot of you know a lot about this. I just wanted to give you my 10 cents on it. And I did briefly talk about it before. And I'm not going to get into the definitions of NFTs and other things. You can watch other videos and that can describe all those things much better than I. But I just want to talk about it from a comic perspective. I did purchase some of them, and there's a lot of different ones, and it's kind of unusual the ones that they've selected. I don't understand. They have like House of X, which is a good book, especially I enjoyed that book, but yet, and then of course they have Amazing Spider-Man 1, so it's really odd. I'll tell you the three I bought. I bought the Amazing Spider-Man 1, Fantastic Four 1, and New Mutants 98. And there's obvious reasons why I chose those. They're the, they're the big guys. The Marvels one I thought about buying. It was a little bit more expensive. I got them for relatively cheap, and when I say relatively cheap, I mean $10. So here's my take on it. Everybody has to figure it out for themselves. Am I buying these because I think, oh yeah, this is great. I'm going to, digitally read these or etc. No. If I'm going to digitally read something, I would read it probably on Marvel Unlimited or, whatever. So this is more of an investment concept. Could there be fraud? Could there be price manipulation? Oh yeah, all of this is completely, it's like the wild, wild west. It reminds me a lot of Bitcoin, which, as I mentioned in one of my other videos, I was an early adopter of Bitcoin and was lucky enough to invest in that very early and made quite a bit of money on that. It feels a little bit like that. I don't know. If you had, $10 or $20, take a shot at it. Sure, it's a couple comics. Okay, a couple numbers that I saw. So, and the only one I'll focus on is Amazing Spider-Man 1. Seems like there were 60,000 units available. And I bought the common one. There's a rare one, an ultra rare one, an uncommon one, and they all have smaller quantities. The one I bought was a common, the most common, for like $10 of Amazing Spider-Man 1. It has since gone up to $20. Double my money. I didn't sell it. Could you take a shot on it? Sure. So, in my research, I wanted, once again, is this a real thing? I don't know. I'm going to just show you what I found on the website here, and you can also do your own research. So, see if how this holds up. This camera holds up. Okay, so I am on the Marvel website here, and you can see here is their blog post where it says Marvel and Veve collaborate to offer digital collectibles and experience. And you can go there on your own, published June 24th. So this is all happening in the last couple months. And, obviously they have this where they talk about the blockchain technology and other things. We don't need to get into all of that. But, so this is on their website, so it seems legit. So this is the Veve website. There's really not much here. It just talks about digital collectibles. And then it goes down here and does talk about some of the other stuff that they're involved in, including comics. They just dropped Avengers 8. You can see that here. And, once again, is this a long-term hold? Can you just try and get in and double your money? But this is an investment play, I think. I don't necessarily think that this is, It's not like, I don't feel the emotional attachment that, I do when I get, my Silver Surfer 4. It's a physical copy. I've been waiting for a long time to get that book. So, but could you get in early? Maybe. Like I said with Bitcoin, the way I thought about Bitcoin is similar to the way I think about these NFTs. Although maybe I even like these more because Bitcoin I didn't have any attachment to. Whereas, at least, Avengers 8, I understand what it is. The phone app, which you download and then you buy these things called gems. 1 gem equals $1. I'm talking in the US, of course. And then you could buy, and then you can right away start buying them and selling them. It's pretty easy. The marketplace is kind of hard to search, and I think their app needs some work from a UI UX perspective, and I'm sure they're making tons of money and they'll be able to make those changes. So, yeah, this is just a really raw video on my thoughts on it. If I were you, I would maybe buy 1 less book or 2 less books and take a chance. I interrupted myself, so I think I wanted to. So let me talk about ASM1. The other thing is to note is that there's 48,000 units of the common. That's the one I bought. So, to put that in perspective, any normal comic, that has a print run under 50,000, that's definitely a lower print run. We there are lower print runs, obviously. But that's something that, if enough people get on board. So to put that in perspective, if you look at like Ultimate Fallout 4, the print run is 74,000. Now, a 9.8 is worth a ton of money, and there's all kinds of different grades. But that, even raw, that book is worth quite a bit, a couple $100, more than a couple $100. And so the question is can you, if you buy a book digitally for $10, $20, and the print run, or the possible is 48,000, could it run up to a couple $100? Yes, that's proven. There are enough buyers. Now, are there enough buyers of digital assets versus physical assets? We don't know. This is the beginning of something. So anyways, kind of my brief brain dump on it. I was looking at it a bunch last night and this morning, and so I thought I'd just share my thoughts. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to y'all soon.